Use your knowledge about exponential functions to graph the four exponential functions below on the same graph. Make sure you label each graph. Also, make sure each graph crosses the y-axis at the correct location. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the first one. I think I'll label this one purple. And it says y equals 2 to the x. There's no number in front, like a 5 or 7 or anything like that, so we know this graph is going to start at 1. And because it's 2 to the x, we know our function is going to grow. It's going to double. So basically it's going to start out small and it's going to get large. Notice I did put my arrows. I will also label that graph 1. Okay, graph number 2, I'll do red. And if I have y equals 0.8x, again, there's no number in front, so the starting value is automatically 1. And since 0.8 is smaller than 1, that means our function is going to decay. So I'm going to start large, and I'm going to decay, and that actually should be heading more towards 0 if I did it totally properly. Okay, so that would be equation 2. All right, the key number for this video is 2846. Right, question 3. I'm going to make this one blue. I have 3 times 2 to the x, which means it's still exponential, but I'm going to start up at 3. And then the growth rate is 2, which is the exact same as 1. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to let it grow, and I'm going to try to let it grow the same as number 1. So it'll look something like that. All right, my final graph I'm going to make green. I have y equals 5 to the x. There's no number in front, which means there's an automatic starting value of 1. And then 5 to the x is going to grow faster than 2 to the x, so it does need to be steeper than graph number 1. Quite a bit steeper, actually, so it's going to look something like that. Don't worry about how it intersects with that other graph as long as it's steeper than number 1. So, whoops, that's actually graph number 4. So that's how we graph those exponential functions.